Welcome, Anime Lately podcast listeners and YouTube podcast watchers, to another episode of the Anime Lately podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my co-hosts. Introducing first, the Game Master, the director of anime, Mr. King of Games himself, rayapollo! And finally, our last co-host. He is a legend in the Black Clover community. He has a great love for Trigon and One Piece. The one, the legendary, the Vash, Miguel How you guys doing?
Always here to enjoy that. Sad to see James not to see this week since he's missing that episode. But yeah.
Yep. Also dead. That's unfortunate. I'll miss him. I'll miss him so much.
I know, we all miss him. But he'll be back next episode, I promise, guys.
Somebody will wish him back with the Dragon Balls too, just like they did Miguel.
Someone will use the Monster Reborn from Yu-Gi-Oh! and to summon it, just so him to be back alive.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that you can't bring me back to life, or else we have to make the next episode.
I mean, I do what I want.
That's true.
Well, technically, we do know that if you're not here, Ray will take over. So we do know that because he's the next one that has that type of voice to do this.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want it.
Well,
or do you? I don't know.
Well, technically, guys, for future reference, if Sam's not here, the next in line to do the next hosting is Ray. So just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So for future reference, guys.
I apologize in advance.
I'm scared. But other than that, take it away, Sam.
Anyway, guys, we start what we usually start with. We actually talked about the animes that we've been watching lately. So, Brotakus, we have been watching the same animes, and I'd like to hear your thoughts about them. Starting with Demon Slayer, episode 18.
Okay, so can we also put the caveat that I think I want to say that we're going to go into full spoilers about all the new episodes.
Yes. We will.
And we're gonna talk every episode that we're gonna talk about from here forward. There'll be spoilers. So this is your chance. We're gonna talk about. I guess we should outline which ones we're gonna talk about just up front, so everybody knows. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about Demon Slayer 18, Dr. Stone episode 5, Fire Force episode 3, To the Abandoned Sacred Beast episode 5, and Vinland Saga episodes 1 and 2. So if you haven't seen those, come back in like 20 minutes, 45 minutes. I don't know. Just
20 minutes.
We don't want to spoil you.
Titles will be in the bottom. Titles will be in the bottom. Check that for it.
All right, cool.
All right, let's start with Demon Slayer, episode 18. Ray, start with you.
If they don't get these motherfucking spiders out of my anime, listen. I'm tired of spiders. I'm so done. That is just me.
You eight-legged freaks.
But this episode, fantastic. I love this episode.
All right, so since we have Ray here, I want to talk about it since me and Sam have a theory. We haven't really discussed it with much people since we were presumed to be told that the 12th demon of the demon moon was supposed to be, it kind of led and implied to it was supposed to be the father. So the son. Me and Sam both think it's the son as well. Okay, cool. Because he never showed one eye.
Uh-huh.
So we both, okay, so it's not just me and Sam then. It has to be, all right, cool.
Oh, when they knocked Tanjiro out of that fight, I was like, that dude's not the 12 member. It's not him. Like, immediately when he got knocked out of that fight, I was like, so they wouldn't have just left Inosuke with a member of the 12. They wouldn't have done that. By the way, Inosuke is best boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. We got a little taste.
I love Tanjiro. Tanjiro is my baby. Like I'm gonna protect him and all. But Inosuke, best boy. I love that character so much now. In the beginning, I was like, I don't know about this character, man. Like I love that character so much. I love it so much. Good.
He reminds me of the guy who I wish I was when I was younger, who I could just scream whatever I want to scream out just because I just want to scream it. That's like how I felt when I was a kid. Like he just does and says whatever he wants. But also he's inspired by other people. I find that such a beautiful character. But the way he just uses brute strength, also his brute head, is just insane. I felt bad for his head Like I was screaming, like, "Don't kill him so
Exactly.
soon!"
I was like, stop touching my nose, guys. Stop it.
Come on, I was about to cry. Like I was there just holding Sam. I was like, "Don't kill!" Like, got you. If you are waiting for your time to shine, right here is your time to fucking shine.
Don't hurt my boy no more.
Exactly. I was like, leave my boy alone. All he doing is his job. So, by the way, ain't nobody got a sword no more.
No. No, they broke all of that shit.
They broke all their swords.
The only person who still have is a Zenitsu.
Lightning, Zenitsu, he's the only one with the sword now. And he only know how to use it like once every 5 episodes. So that's
You're right,
unfortunate.
though. You're right. I just noticed that.
Uh-huh.
Tanjiro got his sword broken. Then
Inosuke broke both his swords.
Wait. Technically, his swords are broken. They're just inside the monster.
No.
It's broken.
They snapped. He tried to hit it in the back of the head, and they snapped.
Oh yeah, they snapped both of them. Yeah.
So that's all bad.
But I saw. Okay, we know Tanjiro's alive, right? We know Tanjiro's alive because obviously the cliffhanger just got the panel cut off when he was about to get cut himself in half.
So he probably got cut. I just don't know if he got cut. He ain't get cut in half. But think about it. That means if they cut the box, that means Nezuko's out, and that's who I was worried about.
That's what I'm curious about.
I do not want Nezuko fighting this dude.
Hell no.
I think that she's gonna be the one to help fight until the dude who saved them in the beginning gets there.
Yeah.
He's gonna freak out and be like, "What the." Okay, so you did meet them, and then we'll have that conversation because I forgot that he was Tanjiro's master's like first student.
Yeah,
I forgot because he did the water breathing. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Both of them have the same water attribute because they both
learned from the same teacher. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I recommended Tanjiro to my masters to this. Here's your next student, even though you had about a couple students who died because of the survival week match that they had to do from that big ass demon and shit. This is like, I think this guy can do it. I think this guy can kill the big demon that you wanted to and become one of the pro students that you wanted.
One more question. Do you guys believe that Butterfly Girl is a demon? I'm sensing that she's part demon or something. The way the way I feel, the way she spoke to Gayu, where Gayu just sees he sees a road. His road is just to kill demons. That's his road. But the way he talks to her is like he don't like her at all.
Well, no, so I feel like he said that outright. She said that you don't like me.
Yeah, but I feel like there has to be a reason. So my guess is that she has to be a demon, or she just has to be a different race or some shit.
I don't think so.
Demon, or part demon.
I think she might be like some kind of weird part demon. Because if you think about all the way all of the demons have kind of acted, they kind of act weird like her.
Yeah.
But she could just be a weird character. So I'm not going to put any like specific, she's definitely a demon. There's a chance.
Yeah.
Definitely a chance.
For me, I think that since there's so many different kinds of sword demon slaying arcs for breathing techniques and everything like that, in those cases, just a special one because he's self-taught. We know Tanjiro and Gayu are both the water style. There's a good chance, and then Zenitsu is the lightning style. There's probably many different demon slaying styles of breathing art. And this is just the butterfly one where it could be like for healing. Like she's just there to heal or to cure stuff in that sort of way. Because she was there for Zenitsu when he was like poisoned.
Oh, she better kill him somewhere.
Exactly why she's there. She's there to heal him. Yeah, I'm sure.
And we remember that during the exam, like afterwards, we saw that there was only 5 survivors because one was Inosuke, but we only see 4 of them in general. And we saw that other smaller butterfly girl too. It's probably the same master as that butterfly girl.
That makes sense. But no, that's funny. So I take that back because technically Inosuke just didn't wait for his sword to get done. So his sword is still waiting for him when they take them back.
Yeah.
And Tanjiro's got to get repaired. So
it gives me another question is how often do these demon slayers have to get their swords repaired so often to fight?
I forget what the master's name was. He said that if it breaks, it's like you better hope it never breaks because they're one of a kind, and if it does break, there's a chance that you'll never get another one. Because remember,
I do recall that.
It's a special rock that they have to have for it, and it's not a lot.
And plus, we get such a small teaser for the past flashback for my man Inosuke.
I didn't watch that. You meant like when he was with his mom? Like
the mom.
Yes.
So what Sam said is that he's self-taught. me and Sam spoke saying that he might have a beast where some wild animals took care of him. That's why the way he fights is a beast, is because
It's
animals
like
took care of him.
Yeah.
Tarzan. So that's what me and Sam think, that he might have a self-taught, but he might have learned how to do different type of beast, type of breathing. That's what we're thinking.
Well, because you heard him, like he was talking about fangs. So yeah, there might be fangs, there might be claws, talons. There might be different ones. Who knows?
Yeah. So like that's pretty interesting. Just
that was sad. So that means I'm assuming that his whole family and village was slaughtered by demons as well.
Yeah.
Sucks. But no, this episode was really good. The dad spider, nasty.
Creepy.
I hate him.
When I saw him, like, after Inosuke cut off his arm, I was like, yeah, he did it. And he ran, and I was like, that's not good, because he's too strong. Like, this dude shattered a boulder with one punch. Literally just punched it and exploded. But when he molted into that out of that skin, I was so creeped out. I was like, I hate how accurate this is. I hate it so much. But it was so good.
What reminded me so much of it? Do you guys remember Spider-Man from the early 90s when Peter Parker went into his mutation and turned into the spider? That's what they reminded me of him.
Except 10,000 times worse.
And more uglier. I was like, why?
Like, he literally doubled everything. Insects. The eyes, the teeth, and everything.
I hate insects. I hate cockroaches. I hate rats.
I was so happy when he died. I was so happy.
And now we have the 12th demon that we assume is... One. Yeah, the one that could fucking use the spider webs to just cut things.
When he wrecked that kid, I was like, oh, shit.
Fuck. Holy shit. Literally sliced them up the same way when you see... do you remember the movie of... Resident Evil, the first one, with all that laser and stuff like that, where they come in and chop up the pieces of the soldiers and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that. Like, whatever shape that you have your spider web, it's made out of like swords or razor or whatnot. That was like cut you in pieces. Like, oh my god,
mega dead.
That was slaughter.
I was like, well, when after Tanjiro got home run out of the park, he hit him with a tree and knocked him out of the park.
He kept saying, "Don't die!" Right, so far.
It was crazy.
This episode was amazing. I really love one of my favorite thing is throughout this past couple episodes that we haven't spoken about is that Zenitsu lightning god form. I love that.
I'm gonna call that Zenitsu perfected, because that's what that is.
I can say that.
And I'm really excited to see his 6 forms, because he has 6 forms. 5 more to go.
You're not gonna see those.
Not this season.
We're not gonna see it this season. We're gonna probably see it in season 2 or 3.
I honestly don't think we ever see them.
I haven't asked nobody who's currently reading the manga, because currently the manga is chapter 1.
He's perfected one. I don't think we see any other ones.
You don't think throughout the whole series?
And I think Lightning Style only has three forms.
No.
The translation was wrong. It's actually really 6 forms.
Yeah.
I don't think that we get more than the one.
From him or from somebody else?
From him. We don't get I think we only get the one from him. I think that's it.
But
if you've mentioned 6, you're bound to at least see 2 more.
Well, somebody else knows it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll see somebody else that knows it, but I don't think we'll see it on the Zenitsu. And if we do, that'll be awesome, but I don't think it'll be for a long time.
I think his other student, like Ray saying, I think from Zenitsu, we're not going to see it no more, which is sad because I want to see it. But from the other student that he taught, the one that hated Zenitsu, he's going to show all 6.
So I think we'll see variations of that one form from Zenitsu, like, because he perfected it. He can literally use it in any situation, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see variations of that form. Like we saw a variation of Tanjiro's form tonight. He modified it. So I think that's something that they can do. But I don't think that we'll see anything else because he perfected that one form.
And I really want to give one last thing. Is props to the animation team of Ufotable. They did great in the lightning god form and the water. The water, when the spider was on the floor on top of the branch,
underground was beautiful.
That water animation was. I was like, yo, this felt so real. That water animation felt real.
In the one shot where Zenitsu's staring up at the moon and the trees are around him, it was gorgeous.
It was.
So pretty.
And also the 2 panels of the kid 12 demon that we think, and the Zenitsu showing the fear and showing the whole depression of my man Tanjiro. That panel detail from going to panel was freaking beautiful cutscene. So that's the last. I want to give props to that animation team. They did an amazing job.
So this episode, out of 5, would you guys give it?
Of episode 18, I have to give 5 out of 5. It's just the tense, the score, the music, the whole excitement, the cliffhanger. Even though I hate it because it gave me blue balls, but I love it.
I couldn't agree more. It's definitely 5 out of 5. I kind of wish I see it coming where the sun is really the one of the 12, mainly because, like, you know, that big ass demon spider guy literally gave birth with the Spider Woman to the sun, and what stops you from becoming the 12 is you don't always evolve. You have to keep constantly evolve, keep getting stronger, be able to eat more humans and eat more whatever you need to, and get even stronger and stronger. Apparently, we don't know his limits yet because he's still a boy.
Yeah.
So he's most likely like within the number 12, maybe one of the weakest blue moon demons. But he's we should have seen it coming. But definitely, it was a 5 out of 5.
Same for me. 5 out of 5. I loved it. The music, the animation, the development in this episode was awesome. We got some really good development. I mean, even if it was primarily Inosuke, I'm fine with that because now I tell you, I love Inosuke. I really do. I care about that character a lot. So
me too.
I agree because it was the same thing with last episode with Zenitsu. Like, we learned about his history. We learned about his past.
And it made me care about him too.
Yeah. So this is great. This is great stuff.
So
All
more,
right.
please.
All right, guys, let's move on to Dr. Stone, episode 5.
I love this. I'm gonna start it off since I'm the one that loves Dr. Stone the most here on this panel.
That's okay.
To me, he's I would say Senku and Bell are my 2 sons because I love my man Senku, what he has done, and also we learn the past of what he has done and how he built the first year of him learning how to do stuff, build a fire and everything. My favorite throughout this whole episode, I'm gonna just say right now, is the fucking monkeys. The monkeys commentary was my favorite shit. Those monkeys say shiny monkey, shiny monkey, shiny monkey, shiny monkey, shiny monkey the whole time. If they just said that the whole time, I would be happy. I was so happy. That was my favorite commentary throughout the whole episode. That's it.
But no, this episode was funny. I will say that, you know, last episode was definitely a lot better.
Understandable.
Just in terms of what happened, but this was a good like plot moving forward episode. Like, this was good. You know, when they finally give us the Sherlock Holmes moment of, he's been cracking his neck weird the entire season, and I wonder why.
Yeah,
it's good. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't know if I had to give this one score. This one definitely gets like a 3.5. Like, it was fun. Like, you know, it wasn't super great, but it was good. It was good.
I agree with Ray because we knew about him cracking his neck every single time. We knew that hint was there in that sort of way. We can't figure out every time he has to think of something, he has to break his neck every single time. Like, okay, let's go. He's not like a fighter. It's not like he's like, all right, okay, let's fight. He's not a fighter, but in the same way, like, you don't always need to constantly break your neck.
Yeah, agree.
So
I mean, it's just, I guarantee you, we'll get to the next episode. And he'll be like, when we first met him, I knew that this would be the one way that he would want to kill me. And so I've been doing this the entire time to prepare myself and move that nerve just so much to the left by cracking my neck so often. And I'm like, oh, okay. And yeah, I knew that you guys would see the petrification on my neck and use the revival fluid to heal me, or else I'd be dead. Ha ha.
Basically, yeah. I mean, like, it's like the simplest thing, but in the same time, it's like, it's simplest thing. We've seen it coming, but it's like, does it mean like afterwards, after you've been cured for the neck breaking, does it mean you're gonna stop in general and permanently afterwards? You have been healed from the petrification, though.
Yeah, I feel like that was a, you know, it was a plot divisive thing. You know, they used that, and we're gonna go forward now. Yeah,
and plus, since right now it's not on the news. The new poster came out for the full cast, so I'm excited. I know Sam can't really give too much about it, other than like, oh, cool, new characters. But I really want to ask Ray, how do you feel about the design? Like, do you feel like it's
great? I think they look great. Like, I think they nailed each and every single one of them.
They really nailed Boichi's art coming to life with all the characters. The 2 characters I was worried the most of the design was coming actually to the panel of art. It was a girl with a tomato head. And for the old, her.
Yes, yeah. Which is, that's my favorite one. It's my favorite one.
That's my favorite one too. But I was worried about her. I'm like, hopefully they get it right with the with her head and everything of why she's wearing. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the cast, the drawing, the design, and I can't wait to start to see the full cast because my favorite waifu is coming to show up next episode. I'm excited.
But yeah, Dr. Stone was good. So
yeah,
out of 5, I know you. What are you gonna give him, Miguel?
As a pure fanboy of Dr. Stone and the comedy bits, I have to give it a 5 out of 5. But if I have to give it as a critic and of what we do here, I have to give it as a 3.5.
Makes sense. I get it.
I can't agree with more. I can't. 3.5 out of 5 sounds about right. Because literally the second half of the episode is the prequel of the entire series of after Senku, after he breaks out of his petrification.
Which I really appreciated seeing, by the way.
From his own willpower. And then you see him throughout the first 6 months or 1 year of how he's already far advanced of an average caveman of what they would even discover.
Shiny monkey.
Shiny monkey.
Don't know what to say what monkeys won't do. Let's move on to Fire Force, episode 3.
Yes.
All right, Ray, take it off.
So, okay, this episode, I think they're back to normal Fire Force now.
Yeah.
After that last episode, this episode, gorgeous. This episode was beautiful. Like, this was like masterful animation, I thought. Like,
the princess is here.
That's my new waifu, by the way. I love her. I am in love with the princess.
No, what's funny? You know what's funny? I saw Ray saying this, guys. By the way, we didn't talk this behind the scenes yet about Fire Force. That's the only one we did not talk about. I had a feeling he's gonna say he loves the princess the most. I had a feeling. So now I know his type.
You know why though? You know why? Because I finally figured out the anime that I've been getting vibes from Fire Force the entire time. It's Kill la Kill.
Yes.
And I love Renkyo from that. So she's fantastic. I love the princess. She's amazing.
Well, she has a lot of men who will do whatever she wants to say and love the physical pain.
There's women, there's men, there's all of them. They all there.
Oh, but wow! Once me and Sam saw it, I was like, wow. So she's that kind of she's that kind of woman. She's a dominatrix. I see that. She has no bond because she told Shinra, "Kiss my feet."
No, lick my feet.
She said, lick my foot. And I go,
lick my foot.
And I said, as soon as she said, I go, what?
I was like, can you at least clean your feet? I guess if you're that type of girl, but
perfect Shinra it was perfect. They played his character. His character is so good. It's so
and like literally Shinra just pointed up the direction like, so I see all of your people are all masochists and shit like that. Like, I ain't falling for that shit. And I'm like, oh.
He looks up. He's like, oh, okay. And she's like, okay, never mind. Scratch
exactly.
that.
Like, oh, so you like this? Okay, never mind. But I don't know. I really enjoyed the part with him having to go and help the fireman mascot. I thought that was well done because
that was very touching. That was very good.
It was, and I like that. I was like, this story is so good.
But it kind of also revealed saying like, what does the people outside think about the Fire Force house itself in general? Like they don't like some of the Fire Force because
it was nice to see what the rest of the world is like when it comes to the Fire Force. It was really cool to see that for the first time. Even with this trial that they had of this firefighter who was also a murderer.
A serial killer.
Yo, that
was insane.
I told Sam, once we saw this dude, I was like, oh, so some dude guilty. Once this dude pop on screen, like, that, nope, this dude's guilty. Look at that face. Look at his face. Look at his face, eyes, smile, shape, everything about him. Make this dude guilty.
Absolutely guilty.
The don't judge a book by its cover does not apply for animes.
No, absolutely.
No.
Evil.
The way a character looks, you can tell he's a villain, he's a hero, he's a nerd. If the character does this with his glasses, you can tell he's suspicious. Maybe it's a bad guy, maybe it's a traitor.
Or he's the smartest person in the room.
Or that too.
But at the same time, you don't trust him.
Right.
Yep. You don't trust him.
This we finally got to see more about why it's Unit 8's mission to investigate the other.
Hell yeah. Unit 5 is suspicious as hell.
Well, as you can see that they were ignoring calls and rerouting calls and denying calls all over the city.
Yeah.
And literally they're willing to go to a different section's territory just to investigate either Shinra himself or one of the the Infernos, because they like, I could put some experiments and tests on that stuff. And then you see the captain of Section 8 saying, are you going to share the data for us and all everything? Like, sure.
Like, yeah.
Ain't happening.
So, like, we know that the Fire Force's job has been to put these Infernos to rest.
Yes.
And they were like, no, he's cognitive, like he's aware. He has his full sense of self. We can't kill him, which... the research part of my brain was like, yeah, they right, because that's an unusual phenomenon. Like, you would want to study that, but I'm also like, but why do you want to study that? That's evil.
I agree. No, because at the same time, he's like also a serial killer himself. At that point away, it should help convince you to give you even more reason to try to kill this Inferno. Yeah. At least with the other ones, they have no control, they have no consciousness, and they were good men. They were good people before they become an Inferno.
Except this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So somebody turned him into one intentionally.
Yes, they did it. Like,
with the ashes of another one. I don't know if you saw it. We saw the ashes again.
He knew once he saw the ashes, like, so this is happening. So he knew he had control. But I want to give props to the animation again for this anime. Because once they kicked the Inferno and the dual tag team with Shinra and the Knight, they hit him with combos, beautifully done, and animation.
That was so short, but it was beautiful.
It was too short. I wanted more, but it was done so well, and I love it.
I think it worked the way it was supposed to work. His flying animation is perfect.
It is
so good.
I love the comedy with him riding him.
Silva.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go. I'm like, that looks so wrong, but okay, let's just go along with it.
It's hilarious. I was like, this anime is so good, and I understand why James couldn't wait and was impatient and read ahead in the manga, but still.
But thank you, James, for listening to this and editing the podcast on your side. I appreciate you.
Maybe we should tell him about the spoilers we have. You better watch Demon Slayer. You better watch Demon Slayer. But no, if I had to give this one a score, I'm gonna give this one a solid 4. This one was so good.
I would definitely give this a
4.5.
4.5. 4.5.
Yeah.
I would give it a good solid 4 as well, because considering it's much better than last episode, definitely.
Much better.
Because it's not censored or anything, and you definitely can tell that. And definitely this episode, it gives you more characterization. You get more world building of the story. And literally, my favorite part, the chief and the captain, the vice captain was like, it's just put it under my name at the blame. Because the chief would never agree on killing innocent people, especially with Infernos with consciousness. So the vice captain was like, it's okay. I'll take the blame for this. Yeah. And you don't need to put your name. Because the captain, the chief, needs to be the shining star of the entire industry, especially where he's in right now. And that's like down respect for your captain and chief.
You reminded me of my favorite part.
I have some beef. No, Ray, hold up. Oh. I have some beef with that girl. That girl, she, 2 things. That girl, she let the boys get in trouble, even though she's the one that let them out.
Oh, Maki? Yes, I thought that was hilarious. It was so good.
I'm like, yo, I
was like, got him.
Yo, Maki, come on. I'm like, yo, I like you. You hot, you wifey material and everything. But then you just let your subordinates, your lower rank under you, damn, that's just messed up. Just because you don't want to get in trouble, you let them get in trouble? Shit. Yep. And the second thing,
she was like, oh my God, forgive me, because she didn't think they were going to get in trouble. She didn't think this would happen.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to bring up on mine is that the 3 girls coming out from the rooftop and just cover Shinra in those bodysuits.
Yes, 5 angels.
Those angels remind me of the show called Totally Spies back in the day.
A little bit, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the way they just jump, the way those 3 had the same outfits. If only those 3 outfits were done as pink, green, and red, it would look like Totally Spies Girls.
That's hilarious had they done that, but it was good.
It kind of reminds me of Elite Beat Agents, the video game.
Oh, they looked more like Elite Beat Agents.
Exactly,
actually.
Yeah. They had the same suits and like almost the same
glasses too.
Glasses and haircuts. Yeah. So that's what got me reminded of it. But Totally Spies does work. But there's a lot of like the whole triplets. They all look the same. And
Charlie's Angels?
Charlie's Angels too.
Though, that I liked a lot. We They confirmed the ending scenes, like the ending song / like scene,
Yeah, they
and
did.
the story behind the sister and what happened. They have started to connect that, and I'm like, oof, that's gonna be a rough like episode when they finally tell us that full story about what happened to the rest of the people that she was with.
It don't look great
'Cause
either.
it looks really sad.
And
Like,
we got a sample of it every time for the ending outro. If you guys watch it fully, you see it.
you see it. It's there.
But don't skip the outro because that outro is my favorite song.
Oh, yeah.
More
I think
than the opening.
my favorite song, I think so far of the season. I know we're off track right here, but is I think the To the Bad and Beast ending song.
Okay.
Is my favorite one of the whole summer.
That's my top 3. That's number 3 for me.
But no, and then Maki jabbing that cocky dude from Unit 8 at the end.
Oh yeah.
He was talking stuff. The boys were up in his face.
Me too, but we all knew she kind of had to.
It was wonderful.
Be like in between of the other rookies, like, oh, did the rookies do it? Yeah, the rookies did it.
Walked back and the vice captain was like,
Respect.
yeah. It was good. I loved it. It was so good. But no, I love Fire Force. Fire Force is great. I hope that they keep that pace and that quality up for the rest of the season.
Agreed. Likewise.
Definitely. All right, guys, let's move on to the next anime that we've all been watching, want to review. To the Abandoned Sacred Beast, episode 5.
So why is this summer season, guys? What does summer season have something to do with spiders? Literally, why spiders?
They have the worst one. This thing is that she is hideous and terrifying and creepy, and I'm like, I don't like you. I can't wait for you to die. I can't
Like,
wait.
how can you have a spider with 2 bodies? A human-shaped body and a spider body? I was like, oh my God.
She's coming out of the butt of the spider, and it's the nastiest thing. Think about that.
I know.
Her body's coming out of the butt of the spider.
She reminds me. Remember the spider person in Digimon season 2?
Yeah.
That's what she reminds me of.
Ugh, I hate it.
I think this one looks worse.
Oh no, it's worse.
Nothing you can redeem about this the titty monster. Nope.
No.
Yo, 2 things I gotta say about this episode. They put the twist about the Kane, Captain's brother. They're related. That threw me a twist because I didn't expect that.
Kane has a brother. Yep.
Yeah, and the captain is the brother, and I didn't see that coming. And that obviously. That
Wait, so
Kane,
you think that Kane is his brother, like of the captain?
No. They were best friends. They knew about that.
Friends. Like, Kane,
No.
We thought that Kane.
There are 2 captains. You have to be careful now.
Sorry, the captain from the government. Okay, Hank is Hank. Let's call Hank, not captain.
There we go. Okay.
The captain of the government, the ones that is the brother to Kane. I didn't see that coming, like the trope of where.
I didn't see that either.
True,
and also
because we thought that he was an orphan. Like same thing with Kane. We thought
one of those things where it was like they kept saying how he had this vendetta against Kane, but we never knew what the connection was.
And plus, he had no hesitation to throw the cannon to his stomach. I'm like, yo, he dead. I shot his brother.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that.
But Hank just went in for the kill shot.
It went, bah!
Right in his face. And that was the second time I was like, oh, snap.
Like, yo, they're giving no fucks. But me and Sam both knew he's a vampire. I didn't expect that whole vampire actor, like the actual mythology that you have to.
Yeah, I didn't think that they made him Dracula. He's basically Dracula.
Yeah, he is. I didn't expect him to actually become the actual, like, vampire who cannot die, like the technically immortal vampire. Mm-hmm. I thought like here's just a vampire that cannot come out like in the daylight because from what we've seen. I'm like, this dude that is vampire. He literally just got shot, left the whole lower body, and then literally came back. I'm like, okay, so
you're the ultimate vampire because
he's invincible at night.
During
the day, I don't think he's invincible.
The same thing goes for my man Hank. Literally became fucking a giant Ninetales.
Yes, Fenrir.
Fenrir. Yeah,
I know.
That was it. Like when I felt so bad for Hank because it's happening again. He shot our girl twice. Kane is an asshole. Like
yo.
But now he's got a bunch of blood on his hands now because he definitely the path that they showed that he like tore through the city.
No human was ready for it. Everybody was home, asleep, at night, chilling. Exactly. They dead.
So many people.
And like it's like no mercy. Well, he had no control.
Exactly, but that's the part that we're worried about.
The only difference was that where the bullet placement was, because this time Kane shot Shao into like the ribs.
You know, but
not dead.
she's alive. She's alive. She's
Like I
gonna go
told
through
you,
surgery.
I told you she's the main character. She's
Yeah.
not.
And plus, she's gonna go through surgery next episode. From the preview, she's good. She's
This
gonna
is
go
a
through
this is so next episode is a filler episode, like basically. So
next week in addition to the preview, a lot of cutscenes in the preview because I was trying to follow everything that was showing in the preview. I don't know what was going on. So Kane somehow built a new nation. Somehow people accepted him to build a new nation. Like what? Yeah, I don't know what they thought.
He's got new incarnates. That's what they are in this one, right? God, I get so confused. He's got an army of incarnates. So he's a sovereign nation. By the way, that scene at the party where Hank walks in, and he's like, "What the hell's up with all these people here?" And then Kane comes up like, "Hey, thanks for all the money, so I can start this war, and I don't need y'all no more. I got these incarnates." And then one guy walks up like, "Ooh, look at incarnate. Slam, dead." I was like, that dude is mega dead.
I mean, it felt kind of obvious. Like, hey, wait, what do you guys feed these incarnates?
Sorry, Sam.
Not even that, man.
Sorry, Sam. I didn't see it coming.
No, I didn't see that coming either. I'm like, oh, never mind. Y'all
these people came to party to be dead.
Right.
But then again, like the people that want to continue the war are the people that want to make more money. Like, regardless.
And that's what he preyed off of. He was like, y'all want to make more money, right? Give me your money and I'll fix and end the war for once and for all. Psych.
Overall, this episode 6 was my favorite. The most thing that shocked me the most is just seeing no anime trope happening is because like this episode, the only anime trope that happened in this like, true episode was a Spider Woman reminding us
ripping off her clothes.
Yeah, here's the etchy scene.
Ripping off her clothes, like leave her alone.
There's no reason to rip off her clothes. Really, the only reason to rip off her clothes was really is to change her clothes into a dress. That was the only reason.
Yeah, and that happened. We all knew that was gonna happen.
But I couldn't enjoy that scene because it was a spider doing it. So
yeah, me neither. I was like, why?
I was like, Rose, please stop it. Don't do this. Don't do this.
But the thing that really like the whole PTSD, her getting shot. I was waiting for like, yo, is somebody gonna come out and save her? Somebody. Right? Nobody's gonna come out. Nobody's gonna come with like some flash speed, some time patrol, some time of speed force. Nobody. Nope. She gets shot.
That is this anime. It's like an older anime for sure.
I like it. No, it's great.
What I was saying is with this one, I think I was the most shook that they decided to just like say, you know what, we're not gonna let you know what's happening next. Honestly, like they left this one on kind of like a cliffhanger too. To be completely honest with you,
yeah.
Main character, like our second main character, is missing. We don't know where he is. The other one, we don't know if she's gonna live. I mean, she's gonna live, but still.
And our antagonist got away with money. With money.
But then the coolest thing I thought was that the army was prepared to fight incarnates.
Mm-hmm. But it makes sense. It kind of makes sense though because
their gear was cool.
Yeah,
their gear was dope.
Yeah,
it kind of makes sense though because they're probably the same people who supplied Hanks with that spear bomb kind of thing anyway.
But I thought
that was pretty awesome.
But the smoke color rainbow really threw me off though. I
liked it. It made it seem special, if that makes sense.
It does, but just
in the same way, yeah, I agree
color.
Because those bullets to kill the incarnates was also like almost glowing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So like, these are like almost like a stun gas kind of incarnate kind of.
Use that color as like a kind of like an incarnate killer, like a weapon.
Yeah,
that's how they signify those.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Good episode. I give this another this was actually a solid 4.5.
Yes.
I really love this anime. I've seen some people like, I love this anime. This anime is good. I like it.
This is 5 out of 5.
This is 5 out of 5 for me. This is a hidden gem anime.
It really is. I like it a lot.
4.5 out of 5. I like after this season is over, I want to like jump into the manga right now.
Same. Like it is the only one I think that after this is over that I'm like, I'm gonna read that.
The only that sucks that I spoke with somebody on Twitter today and they're saying that the manga is updated randomly since nobody is right now translating it.
That's okay. I'll read what they got.
Yeah, so that's the thing that sucks about it. But definitely 5 out of 5 for me. This episode really made me happy.
Good. I'm glad you're liking it.
I agree. For 4.5 out of 5, this episode is great. Very enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The best part. Let's move on to the following next anime, Vinland Saga.
Oh wait, hey, before we wrap up, did you guys watch the newest episode of DanMachi?
I was gonna get to that after. I was gonna bring up after Vinland. So trust me,
Okay.
I want to talk about that with you.
So are we gonna talk about DanMachi after Vinland?
Yes, we'll talk
yes.
about DanMachi.
Right. Sweet. Okay.
Yes, I have to talk about the rush. I have to. It's pissed me off.
Nah.
Vinland, finally, guys.
I'm so glad that you guys finally watched some Vinland Saga because I also love this anime.
Well, right now it's like the slow parts. We got to the slow parts of episode 1 and 2.
Which is good though. Like, it was good slow, I thought.
It's building. It's building to...
It was world building.
Yes, and it's freaking amazing. I gotta say, the outro song is so heartfelt. Oh my God. I love it. Sad. It's my favorite outro song. And
it felt like home. Like, you listen to this and just because you miss home.
After episode 4 and then getting that song, oh, my heart.
I need to go home.
My heart.
I need to go home.
When I listened to that song, I felt like the way I listened to the song, I felt like I am laying down on top of my girlfriend's lap, on my head there, and just listening to the song and going to sleep. It's so melody. It's so sweet. Like, it's
I love it.
I love that song. I truly do.
But,
and plus the first song, the intro opening, it's a banger rock.
It's so, I love it. It's action filled.
It's like a banger rock, rock rap. It's like, it's not like, I don't know if that's the best way to explain it.
I would say just J-Rock for sure.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's just
so good.
It's great. And plus the animation with studio always shines. They just do such a great job.
I don't know. I think this is a gorgeous anime, by the way. I think it's gorgeous. The story of the Vikings and the characters that they have from Legend, and the way that they mix these characters in and make them kind of their own is amazing.
So ruthless. Oh my God.
It's pretty accurate with their whole location and with the history and the timeline too. And that's very impressive. And literally this is the other side of everything. Thor's family is great. I love that family. You learn a little bit about all of them the first 4 episodes.
I love the sister. She's funny.
She's a pain in the ass.
She's like, the sheep. You wasted a sheep for that man. He died. He died. 8 sheep.
Thor. Everybody should be more like current Thor. Everybody should be like that man. Honorable, respectful, and powerful to a T.
This
never count the deserter. No, don't count the deserter for the war kind of Thor thing.
Thor Troll is a dope ass nickname. Thor the Troll.
Yes, and
that's a dope name.
Get to see why they call him Thor the Troll because my guy.
Well, we saw the beginning of the episode the way he just threw the arrows to the whole knife and shit. That's just a snippet. I know
that was good.
He took an arrow to the elbow and it just brushed it off. Like what?
You get to see him in action again. Oh my God, it's insane. It's so good, and it's just really cool to watch. I loved it. I love it. Like the story is. It hurts my heart. It really does.
We know what Ray's talking about. We just haven't seen the episode yet, and we don't want to. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. We will talk about it next week fully. Hopefully, by the time our editor, as well, have seen it for the audio side, so we can talk about with him because he has a lot to catch up on. But hopefully, he watches it because this is really a throughout conversation.
I think that Vinland is also a sleeper. For this,
it definitely is. A lot of people are not doing it.
It's not as much as a sleeper as Dororo, but this is so good. I feel like I can't say that because we haven't seen the full season of Vinland yet.
Which kind of makes sense of why they had to throw out the first 3 episodes during the first week, and then make it all that break.
But I love this. It's in my top 5. Easily.
I do understand. I can't say that yet since I haven't seen the 4 episodes. But the thing is that people can't, a lot of people are not doing a lot of videos for it on YouTube and everything, doing reactions or doing review.
I think that's on Amazon.
That's what I was about to say. It's because it's on Amazon, so it's hard for them to actually do it, react to it, and actually video. Or it's because people don't want to pay for Amazon because they have Crunchyroll already or Funimation.
Exactly.
So the thing that sucks about it. But people, if you're not watching Vinland Saga, please go watch it. Vinland Saga is definitely entertaining. One of the sleepers, just like Beast anime as well. Go watch those. Definitely one of the hype ones for me.
Honestly, for my opinion, just pay for the Prime membership. Pay for the entire year. Because this Vinland Saga is going to be for 24 episodes. It's going to finish up the year. and you do know for sure Amazon's gonna pick another jewel, another
They've been doing a
gem
great job. You're
for
right.
the next year.
Right.
You'll be ahead of your curve for the next following year too. Because remember, these are the same people that had Totoro and Banana Fish.
And question, Ray. Me and Sam was arguing over the weekend. I believe that there will be a season 2 for Vinland Saga since Vinland Saga manga is still going on, and but Amazon hasn't had the reputation to continue anime type of new seasons. So Sam believes there won't be a season 2. I believe there will be a season 2 for this series on Amazon. Do you believe there is, or there will be?
It depends. I don't know if this anime is not doing very well, which there's a chance that it's not. I can see them being like, "Oh well, we tried," but I can also see them being like, "Oh, you know what? Whatever. We're gonna put the story out there, and it'll be out there, and then people will eventually watch it." You know, they wait for people to finally come and watch it. So, yeah.
Because like the only anime for sure for Amazon that officially kind of got a sequel, or not even a season 2, was Kabanari F the Iron Fortress, but that was just a movie sequel that's coming for it. Not like a season 2 where you get plenty of episodes to work with. You got a full-on movie for the sequel, and it's to focus on the main girl that we all really care about.
Understandable.
So, there's a good chance it might not have a season 2. If it does have a season 2, then Amazon picked up a really good gem that's no longer going to be hidden anymore after it hears, oh, there's going to be a season 2 in the future. That means everybody's going to jump onto this anime right away, binge watch it, the entire thing, and then we will gladly wait for like a year and a half to 2 years for the next season for it.
Mm-hmm.
Could be as well.
And there's a good chance it just probably be like 13 episodes, but still something.
Hey.
Overlord, even Overlord is already getting a season 4, so.
But that's for the news later.
Yep. All right, guys. Let's move on to the DanMachi season 2, episode 4. War game.
Rayapollo. This was hosted by you, the Apollo Familia.
Because I would have won. I ain't no bitch. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for that, because my son did win. My son Bell. He did win.
That's your son now? Oh, okay.
No. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, I said, son, my 2 sons are Bell and Senku. Those are my 2 sons. That I claimed them. They're my sons.
Those are your sons? That's fine.
Those are my only sons. Those are my only sons until the end of the year. Maybe there's new sons next year. I don't know. But until the end of this year, those 2 are my sons, Senku and Bell.
I would say slow your roll. Don't populate so much.
Mm-hmm.
True. But this episode was amazing. But some people in our comment section said that this was very rushed. This was much longer in the light novel, and I totally agree with them. I hated the episode. Is that I felt like this could have been a good 6-episode arc. I
thought it would have been a perfect 3-episode arc.
No, I'm saying from episode 1 through 6, like this whole 1 through 4 could have been stretched out to 1 through 6, because I felt like this was way too rushed. So, this whole arc of the Apollo family happened with the whole arc of them trying to argue about the war game, and then trying to fight about the war game, and then after trying to get Lily from the Soma family, then the war game in 1 episode. They literally had 3 days, 72 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They literally did it in 1 hour. Still had 2 days left and 23 hours left. They already had that. And literally finished the war game in 1 episode. I was like, that's it? Literally, and the punch was an anticlimactic. Me and Sam said that at the same time.
I needed that fight to be twice as long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
After the way he beat the shit out of Bell 2 times in a row, I needed that fight to be way longer. And for that dude to get messed up just a little bit more than he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait,
I agree. The plan was great, and how you go to the bottom line.
Plan.
But then you could have stretched that for literally to the second
episode. It could have been at least 2 episodes.
You could have literally cut it to the point where the episode where it comes where Bell is coming in to try to fight the commander of the Apollo Familia. And then literally come with the second episode, you spend the half of that episode where he comes up with a plan. Wolf is just a distraction, while Bell is using his firebolt powers to destroy the upper floor of where he is to bring down to his level.
That was dope. Like the whole fight, and plus that I guys give props. The animation was great this episode. But I feel like it could have been stretched out a bit because I feel like it's too much. Like, so he just beat him and he got his ass whooped and beat him in one punch. Like, I get it, he trained with ice, but there's no way he just learned how to be that fast and not do it just because of training with ice. Like, I get ice is level 6 and he's level 3.
To
he's level
level
2.
up. He needed to level up in order to be able to match it.
I kind of felt like this, you know, it was fun. Like, this was fun to watch. Like,
yeah, it was.
Watch, but it's just like the part of me was like, but there's so much more they could have done.
Hopefully.
Outside the gate was incredible. I love Ryu. Ryu's amazing. She's so good. I was like, yes, please, more of her. And those swords, God, those swords are cool. I was so happy to see
the magic swords, and then she uses the wooden sword, and she just whooped ass with that wooden sword. And I'm like, yo, these soldiers are pathetic. They can't handle her with
the real sword. They would all be dead.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I'm like, so they had 100 soldiers and they have 5 and they took you out. And then my girl Hestia, I love you. But imagine you as a freaking ex-wife. I'm scared. Like,
yeah, you should be. Yeah.
Because for you just took everything from him. Like he was your ex-husband. You said, I will take your car, I take your house, I take your kids, I take everything.
She took literally everything he ever had and also made him nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, like he was about to make her nothing at all. Like, even more than nothing.
She already had anything, Sam.
She didn't have it. All she had was Belle. And then he's trying to take away from him. And then, like, all right, you lost this war. At this point, I'm going to take everything from you. Remember, you agreed to, I get to have anything I want, that any favor that I want, any favor. And you just wanted my one person, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. No problem. I don't want to tell you all my negotiation, but you're willing to give up everything for that one familiar that I have. And you've made the same bet to all the familiar members that from other people that you scammed, cheated, and everything, and you stole them away from them. At least this is like payback.
I guess we can say that the prophecy of the end credits was right.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it was bound to happen where it's going to come back and bite you in the ass.
So now we understand why in the opening song they have a big-ass mansion now, and they're all living in there. So it makes sense now. And now all what's next is we see the fox people with the fox tails. That's all I'm saying.
The brown girls, gypsies, the gypsies or something like that almost?
I thought they look like from Ice House.
Yeah, they look like Ice House.
They look like dancers almost?
Yeah, dancers as well. Yeah. But I actually take that back. So those dancer type women also was with one of the other gods. I forget who it is. Is it Freya? I think it was with Freya.
Oh, really?
Because
it's technically Freya got Belle's back by giving him that necklace.
By the way, they cheated because that was a revive. That revived him. It definitely revived him.
He was like a super.
He lost that fight, and that pendant revived him.
It was like a super shield or like a revival kind of thing.
Wait, Ray, are you serious about the necklace? That actually revive him?
Yep, that necklace definitely revived him.
Or because the logo, the brand that it had for that necklace, it looked like
it was Freya.
Was it Freya or was
it? Freya.
That was Freya.
Yeah. So it made sense in a way. That's the only even up the score. That's
what I'm saying. It did even up the score because it was unfair in the first place, but he definitely lost, and that brought him back.
It's understandable.
But before he got like blasted by that like ring, like destructo disc,
which was
motherfucker.
I'm like, really? That's how you could? That's the spell. Okay.
All right. But in a way, Belle was able to cut him, literally break his magic sword and everything. Like,
which was lit. I was like, Belle's about to whoop his ass, and he didn't really whoop on him. I was like,
no, you had that stupid prophecy girl, like holding on to her to stop her prophecy.
The fight was anticlimactic.
It was
very anticlimactic. I was like, oh, get it, but I was like, but I guess it's just over now.
But our fans in the comments said that this arc for the rest of the season is going to be so much better and all action. So I'm like, okay, if the anime could end in a better note, then I'm all for it. Because this war game was really a letdown. I expected more.
I think the war game was just something needed to get out of the way.
Most likely, it was a good lead up, but it really disappointed. But maybe let's get back in the high gross and let's go.
So I think out of 5 for this one's harder to do because I like this anime, but this also was kind of like a tiny bit disappointing, but it was fun. So I'm gonna give that a 3.5 too.
My heart is telling me 3 out of 5. My gut, yeah.
I give it slightly a little bit more, 3.5 out of 5, because the action was good. The action definitely great. Only problem was the anticlimactic ending, but everything else, the whole build-up, the plan, the heist, the how to take down the people, because it really was that the Apollo Familia was like really weak. You expect
when they seemed unstoppable before.
Exactly.
So,
like they have all these good warrior people, and you somehow have wealth being able to stand a chance about this warrior lady that got stolen.
Because I'm like, think about it. They should have had some really wild magical items too, but they didn't. You know, with everything they have at their disposal, it seems like they didn't even try. But I guess they assumed that they just kind of had it in the bag. But whatever, you know, that's just me making stuff up. So
because they didn't expect Ryu, the elf girl, and literally to right away start at the first minute, the first second of the attack, literally outside of their kingdom. Usually, you would
that scene was so beautiful. Her just falling down. Beautiful cinematography there. That's one thing I'll give her props to that episode. Beautiful cinematography. Her falling down. The whole animation of her going there. Beautiful animation there.
And the funny thing was that literally they started way before the competition started by having Lily disguised as one of their soldier, the asshole actor, little kid who I was all injured. You need to recompensate me and everything. And then you just have him wrapped up, bandaged up, and all that shit. Like, what do you say? Who? I don't know you. Lily's my replacement. Which makes sense because they did emphasize and explain that she can disguise as anybody in the world, anybody what she needs to be.
Yeah.
So it was a decent episode, decent anime. All right, guys, that's all of we've been watching all together at the same time. Have we been watching anything else?
I will say that I've been watching CK Chi Magician. I finally got around to time to do it. Sucks that James is not here, but I will discuss more about it with all of us who's watching it next week. But I'm really enjoying Isekai Chi Magician more than the mom anime. So much more. The mom anime, I'm still watching it, but not that fully entertained. I could drop anytime, but just to... I already started watching it. I'm going to just go through the end of the road, go to finish it up, and then finally just forget about it. But Isekai Chi Magician, so much better. I can see why James loved it so much because it's truly entertaining. The main MC has an OP power coming out as hell. And obviously, you know why? When he gets angry. It's always when the MC gets angry. Some OP power comes out, hit it inside him, and he goes beast mode. So that's pretty dope.
If I were to add on to that, I think that could have been to 2 episodes. That could have been stretched on to 2 episodes.
I do agree. It felt a bit rushed in the episode 4, but it was really good though.
What's funny is that every time I try to watch Isekai Chi Magician, I kind of go to sleep into it because I know they're slowing down, but in the same time they're rushing it at the end. But in the beginning, they're really so slowed down, and I'm almost like, "Oh, you guys gonna keep talking? Can I have some action into this?" But no, you don't get the action until literally like the last 5 to 10 minutes of the anime in the episode.
And what else I'm watching is Kengan Ashura. I just watched the first episode of the Friday anime. And honestly, I love the announcer. And I love the way we start the episode with the old man to watching this fight in the whole back of the alley. There's always the back of the alley in some type of fighting anime. Really good though. Love the first episode. Better than I expected. The CGI anime, honestly, as much as people want to cut ass on it, it's not that bad. I honestly really enjoy it. Definitely better than my expectation. So definitely, I'm gonna continue watching it. Hopefully by next week I could get my more thoughts to it. Hopefully I'll try to finish it by next week, so maybe me and Sam could have a full discussion. And Ray, will you be watching it?
Cheap Magician, yes, I will be watching Cheap Magician.
And how about Kengan Ashura?
Nope.
Okay.
I finished Kengan Ashura, and I gotta say, it's not bad. It looks really good, even with the
one
CG
episode
animation.
Engaged, fine.
Like, even with the CG animation, it's actually not bad. They try to make it pretty. Make it pretty smooth, in a way.
They
don't notice that it is a 3D CG animation kind of way, especially with the fighting as well. I actually really like the announcement and literally every person that's fighting within a tournament. They give them a full-on history and the full-on announcement for them. Literally how I do from the beginning of this podcast, I give the announcements of both Ray and Miguel and James. Literally, they do that for all these Kengan Ashura fighters.
No, that's nice, but I just need all y'all to watch Hajime no Ippo instead. So, whatever.
I agree. I can agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ray, your list of animes and watching, mangas, reading?
That's it. I'm not reading anything right now. Although this will make Miguel happy because what I'm about to pick. Let's see. So what I'm gonna be reading, My Hero Vigilantes, Black Clover, and One Piece. So.
Are you?
One Piece. That's freaking dope.
Guys, my jaws is like wide open right now.
I'm happy because I am rewatching One Piece right now with my girlfriend. We're rewatching and we're right now in the Arlong arc.
It's just going to be a lot faster for me to read it.
I know. I respect that, and it is much faster because me and my girl watch 5 episodes a week. I wish it was much faster for us to watch it, but she's busy. I'm busy. The YouTube podcast with you guys and everything. So, but I wish she would read a manga, but I know she'll never read it until maybe she watches more anime manga. But I'm so happy for you to read it.
I'm excited to read it. It'll be fun.
It's going to be very interesting to hear your feedback every week now, just to know that you're actually reading.
Mm-hmm.
Are you caught up with My Hero?
No, I hate to say that I'm taking my sweet time because I don't want to get too far ahead. Because if I get too far ahead, then I'm not as excited to watch the anime, if that makes sense.
I can see that, yeah.
So because I did that last season where I was really far ahead of what happened last season. And then I was like, oh, I'll just watch it. And so I would watch it 3 episodes at a time instead of watching it as it came out. So I'm taking my time on purpose.
What's your game plan like? How are you gonna tackle the series that you named that you're gonna read them? Is it order?
I'm gonna read Black Clover, then One Piece, and then Vigilantes, then My Hero.
I really suggest that you should make an account for AnyList. It really helps you to keep up to date on what you're reading and what so you know what chapter you left off.
Shonen Jump doesn't do a good job of letting me keep a list.
I highly suggest for you to have AnyList because they have all types of genres and all types of manga. Because I'll just pick up doing Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna bring that.
Like that, yeah.
I'm gonna bring that to the channel. Taking this announcement here on the podcast, but I'm gonna have a separate announcement for the YouTube side. That I'm gonna bring that to the channel, Chainsaw Man, and I'm gonna read on my own called Spy and Family or Spy X Family. Or you don't say the X, so Spy Family, I guess. I'll be reading that. It's only 12 chapters and it's really good. Has been making great sales over the past couple months. So they just dropped the first volume and it's one of the highest sales in Japan for them right now. So I'm really curious to read that. So I'm picking that up, and also I'm gonna continue reading Act H. Those are the 3 new ones I'm reading.
Okay,
sounds good.
Okay, great. What I've been watching, I've caught up with Astra and Lost in Space. Great anime, really good. Honestly, I recommend this. Really good. Like literally, think of Star Trek with kids, but more of there's like a hidden conspiracy going on. The reason why these kids are lost in space because something's going on with the whole government. And
I was about to ask that. Was it the aliens? Was it the government? Was it the church? Or was it humans?
It's just government. There's no aliens. It's literally government making a whole conspiracy, and he's causing these kids going lost in space. And pretty much these kids, they don't know it, but these kids are surviving throughout the time they're being lost in space and traveling to every planet, finding food, finding water, everything. Literally survival camp, and they're still kids, and you see these dramas, these small dramas and actions of what's going on with these kids and their puberty, that stage that's going on, which I'm liking it because it's pretty accurate. It's good. I've been watching, if it's for my daughter, I even defeat a demon lord.
Haven't watched that yet, but I need to.
Grid?
I haven't watched past the first episode.
Really?
Yeah. I need to watch some more of it.
Right, it's good. It's very good, wholesome stuff.
Yeah.
That's like, I can't handle all these anime tropes. Let me watch something good, wholesome kind of anime. Sikichi Magician. I've also been still watching Afrieta from A Commonplace to World's Strongest. Watch episode 5. Finally, they slowed down to their regular pace. It's like near their half the entire season of the anime, and they finally slowed down for their anime. So,
That's good.
it's not bad. On the action scenes, it's good. It's just everything else is not as great on par, really.
Cool.
The mom anime. Do you love your mom and her twin?
Nope, I don't.
Hit multi-technique. Still weird.
Yep, I bet.
Still weird.
The new mom show up and then she's gone now. She was also that mom. Ray, I'm gonna tell you this. Remember the princess from Fire Force?
Mm-hmm.
That was a mom in the mom anime.
Oh.
Yeah. She has some guys on her back, on her as a chair and everything.
But a little bit worse, she literally was trying to play the cougar card.
Oh, she was. Yep.
Like heavily playing that card.
Yeah. So don't worry, you're good to not watch it, Ray.
Thanks. I mean, I had already made that decision.
I've also been watching Copcraft. I only watched up to episode 4. I started episode 5, but I haven't finished yet. Actually, really good. It's like a reverse isekai, but more of a mystery and crime kind of thing, which is pretty cool. It's like, how do you handle mythical creature that comes into the real world? So how you have a real detective and you have a elf person girl that's come from the other world and knows about these creatures and animals and monsters, that sort of way, that knows how to handle them. So think of Supernatural, but a more very tamed anime version.
That's on my list as well. I'll be watching that this week
It's
for
pretty
next
good.
week.
It's pretty good.
For next week conversation.
For manga readings, I've watched the latest. I read the latest chapter of Attack on Titan, chapter 120. Oh my god, you guys are not ready. I predicted something correctly.
How do you know I'm not ready? I'm ready for everything.
You guys are not ready. I
I'm
promise
ready.
you, you're not ready.
No,
Oh my God.
Ray, you're not ready.
You're not ready.
I just asked Sam, yo, Spam, just spoil me something quick and small so I could know. He said Titan War. I was like, what?
So let me tell you, just because I'm excited for it and I'm going to be surprised doesn't mean that I'm not ready for it. I want to see it. That means I'm ready.
Sam said Titan War. I was like, I want to read it now. I'm going to catch up. I'm like 10 chapters away. I need to catch up.
I'm still going to wait. You're going
to wait until next year? Just catch up with us and it's half a full podcast and review it each month. Ray, please catch up so we can review it each month. Ray, guys, if you're listening or in the comments, if you have 5 comments that says catch up Ray, will you read it?
10.
All right. If we have 10 comments on social media or on YouTube in audio saying 10 comments.
You have combined Twitter and YouTube.
All right, to catch up Ray, let's go. Let's get this.
Mm-hmm.
I read the manga and I read the latest chapter and I'm telling Ray, don't read the manga. I don't. No, wait for the anime because you're gonna be so mind blown to the max. Like I know for the first, because I knew the new season is going to be now next year in 2020 in the fall season, and after the first 4 to 5 episode, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, your mind has been so blown," and all the manga readers gonna be like, "I know, right? I know."
We'll see.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens.
It's like it's to the same reaction of people who've read the manga, who hasn't read the manga, but watched the anime, and after they watch that anime, after watching that sequence, after that action, they'd be, "Oh my god, I was not ready for this. Wasn't ready for this to happen," because that's how crazy it is. It is insane.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, one way or another.
So even if those 10 comments, it's too insane and it's so ruining. It would ruin it for you if you were to read the manga and you got all these details and everything, because the anime needs to do this justice, and it did so.
Well, let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens. That's it. We'll see if they do it.
They did it. Oh my god. Afterwards, I've read other mangas and everything. You see it on my Twitter page. Twitter, and I also watched the new Netflix documentary of Entered the Anime.
Yeah, that's right. Tell me a little about that.
It wasn't bad. Honestly, the only thing I had a problem was the interviewer girl herself and maybe the narration. But the interviews was actually fire. The only thing that the anime that touched was only anime exclusive animes, such as like Baki, Kengan Ashura,
Of course.
Ultraman, Ghost in the Shell a little bit. That's and like other Aggretsuko and other animes too, which was like Netflix exclusive pack.
Didn't touch 7 Deadly Sins?
Nope.
Wow.
Unfortunate.
That's
I wish they did. I wouldn't mind see how the interview was for the director of the Seven Deadly Sins or the producers and stuff like that, because the interviews was great, was lit. I wanted more of it, but they didn't go more than they need to. Like they give them like about 5 minutes per person of director, producer, and the artist, the original manga artist, really, and that's it.
For me, that's a bit disappointing because Sam told me the whole documentary is only 56 minutes, and that's kind of disappointing because usually documentaries are like, I think this should have been tackled much longer. If this is your first documentary on anime, this should have been at least an hour and a half or two if you want to really delve into the history of anime. I'm going to watch it and give my thoughts for next week to get like a better picture of how they did it. But to hear from what Sam told me about, and plus off the screen, I'm a bit like not disappointed. Just hopefully they do set up a sequel with more information in 2-3 years from now, something like that.
Like, don't get me wrong, they got the most of the core of what anime is, but at the same time, it's not, because anime is not all about the whole dark core edgy kind of thing. No, it's never always. It's everything. Edgy anime is just a topic of what anything can be. Anything can what of it. It doesn't have to be edgy. It could be the whole cute, nice, wholesome stuff that you can go into. It's just give you all mostly categorized varieties of stuff you can want to go into. You don't have to watch the dark stuff and edgy stuff. You don't have to watch the violent action all for brawling stuff. You can watch the nicer one, the wholesome ones. You can watch any of the other ones, but it's never always just edgy, dark, and everything. Another issue I had about this anime was that the same narrator, the same person doing the interview and stuff, still doesn't understand after interviewing so many of the current and the old animes, because she interviewed the director of Evangelion, or most likely she definitely interviewed the singer of the opening song for Evangelion.
Nice.
Not the director, but definitely the singer. And she gave her thoughts about that. And you would think most of these people, like, what would you have done other than being an anime director or producer? What happens if you didn't do this? And most of these people were thinking I would have done car salesman or architecture drawing or anything other than this. They couldn't see themselves doing anything other else because they were storytellers. They were people who didn't expect to have these stuff happening. Some people, even the original singer for the Evangelion opening singer, she didn't imagine herself being a singer in general until literally they have that. It was a difficult song and she was able to pull it off. And now she has concerts of her singing the songs.
Of course. It's because for example, Ray plays all the time and I love it. I love hearing
all the time.
It's great. No, it's a difficult song. It's great, and she does it for all concerts. That every fan in the entire world that comes to your concert are just sitting there waiting for you to sing that song. Anything else is just it's like icing on a cake. Sprinkles on top of it.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad documentary. I wish they went more in depth into the other interviews of all the animes they did, because I wanted to learn more about the Baki anime, the Kengan Ashura, the new anime they're doing that's the boxing, that's almost like Megalobox. I forgot the name of it, but it was actually looked really good. They literally give you like a small sample of how it looks like in CGI animation. Yes, this anime is gonna be CGI, but it looks really good. They put into the full-on details of real fighting tactics, of real martial arts and stuff, and that's how much heart and effort they put into these animes. So that's how much accuracy they put into Baki and Kengan and Shura and all these fighting animes, because literally they had to draw from real martial artists performing all these attacks. They had literally had them. Okay, guys, just guys fight. So we'll see it. We'll record everything, and we will draw this motion and all these moments, everything. That's how much work and motivation they have for these anime, and how much love for they have it. The only downside that I would have that's really common is that it's a very lonely life when you're like a director, producer, and manga artist for or anime person to do these kind of shows, which makes sense to me.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's very lonesome. But in the same time, one of the directors says that for a director, you need to be able to know how to make decisions, and have your ideas and have your dreams, be able to execute them that sort of way.
Smart words of them. Smart words.
It's really true. You need to make your own decision. No second guessing yourself. No having a second opinion. You will have to be able to confirm your directions of what you want to do.
Agreed.
All right, let's move on to our news. Aggretsuko anime gets season 3 of Netflix.
I'm pretty curious about it because I haven't finished season 1 yet. I'm on episode 3 of season 1 still. Haven't continued because I'm trying to watch other 10, 25, 100,000 animes at the same time. But definitely I'm excited because Sam likes it. And our good friend Taryn also likes it. So shout out to Taryn as well because he does great drawings. And also he has some good taste because Aggretsuko, pretty cool. And congrats to the people to do season 3.
By the way, that Aggretsuko was also the director, the drawers, and everything was also in the documentary of Enter the Anime.
Cool.
Right?
Good. Yes. I haven't finished the first season. So, yay.
Same like me.
Well, the funny thing was that the third season, they're glad to have a third season, even though the drawers and directors are really like exhausted and really tired after the second season, but they're really full on ready for the third season as well.
That was great.
All right, guys, let's focus on to the next round of Tower of Gods and NOBLESSE are getting an anime adaptation.
Now that's some exciting news.
Big yes for Tower of Gods.
Yonko Production was here and to announce it, and that was freaking amazing because once I saw on Twitter, the timeline of mine was all hype. Hashtag and everything, it was trending. I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh, this is the manga that I know about. I'm like, I've heard about this. People have been telling me to read this.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
not manga, manhwa.
Sorry, I said manga.
Korean.
I said manga. I just didn't pronounce it correct. Manga. So I'm very excited for it. So I'm gonna give it to them guys because they know more about it than me. So take away Ray and Sam.
I mean, I'm just excited that it's happening. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it. It's gonna be great. I think you should check it out if you haven't already. That and the God of High School, which is that one's a little different, but still, it's awesome that these are gonna get anime adaptations, and I feel like there's a lot more of them that we can. So, like, the thing is, there's this whole other sect of untapped anime potential that now we can potentially get. That got like, there's so many different things. There's so many cool things that we can get that now we might. So this is exciting.
No, I agree with you. With the difference with manhwa is that they take a little bit more time, but all of their mangas and everything, like their version of comics and everything, is all colored, and it's a great story. They do a good job with manhwa.
When we get anime versions of some of these other ones, God, like there's just so many good stories that we can get now.
I'm very happy for them. Like, it's truly unbelievable how we are in a time of day to actually get a full series. Like, this is a full series, and they said it's being produced from a Japan anime studio for these manga of Tower of God and NOBLESSE. It's freaking amazing. I'm happy for them. And best of luck for the fans like you, Ray, and for the people that like Tower of God and them to give it justice because it's being made by a Japanese anime studio. So we know it should be done right.
Like for Noblesse, guys, technically a couple of years back, they had one episode of Noblesse and a OVA of the backstory of the main character, and I recommend it to you guys to watch it. He is OP as fuck.
And you know who will love it, guys? James. He loves OP characters.
It is very great. It's a great first episode, and it's great OVA, and I'm finally glad that they're finally getting a full-on Noblesse full adaptation, anime adaptation, because it's great stuff. And I finished the manhwa for it, and this is going to go on. If they're going to give it an anime adaptation, it's going to go on for a very long time, and it's great stuff. Very great stuff. All right, guys, let's move on to BEASTARS anime trailer.
This is pretty. I don't know, Ray. Take it away.
Oh, you mean Zootopia the anime continued?
Right?
No thanks. I'm good. No, thank you. I don't need this. I don't really care for like animal based anime. Nah, I'm good. Mm-mm.
I mean, I like I like Zootopia though. Like this is just the anime version of it.
I'm good.
I don't mind.
It seems too predictable. Like Zootopia, I love it. It was cute. I stole my niece. It's adorable, but it was predictable. If this is the same, it's not like I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna just take my time.
I'll watch. It'll be some weird award-winning anime that I'll never watch. It happens all the time. So
that's possible as well. But props to it for the people that are excited and watch it. Me, so I'm like, oh, Zootopia, but in anime form, pretty cute.
Mm-hmm. That's immediately what I saw. I was like, oh, that's Zootopia, but anime.
I mean, I don't mind watching it since it's also one of the Netflix exclusive type of animes. That sort of way. I don't mind. I mean, I still need to watch Seven Seeds for Netflix.
Highly recommend it. Very good.
Yeah, I need to watch
too. I need to watch that too.
What's also funny, that's also within the documentary too. And it's very, if you don't know, Miguel, it's actually very popular amongst the female population in Japan.
I could understand why. I could definitely understand why.
That's the reason why you understand why it's exactly the reason why it's so popular.
I could understand why because the characters are in it. But definitely BEASTARS, cool, happy to people. That's all.
Yeah, I'm for it. I'll keep watching to it. All right, guys. One Piece shoe collab with PUMA.
Trash. That's all.
Yeah, I did not need to see this, but the moment that I saw pictures of this,
sorry, oh, my bad.
Me and Ray were discussing the shoes before we started recording behind the scenes, and we said these shoes are like this not really big news, but it's cool that One Piece is spreading with different collab partners and
just make better shoes.
You made a horrible choice with PUMA. At least Skechers did a better job than PUMA.
Technically, they did. Yeah, they did. Honestly, they did. Better colors, design-wise could have been adjusted, but better design than PUMA. That's the truth. And I'm sorry, PUMA. PUMA, I have two of your shoes from Transformers, limited edition. I love it. Thank you very much for your shoes. But this shoes, One Piece, go burn it because the shoe sucks. But the box, I could keep. Definitely, because the box is cool. Nice. And it's a nice collector edition that I could add to the set over there with my One Piece Skechers box sets. But the shoes, I don't want them. If you do want to sponsor us for the box shoes, I could give it to somebody and donate it. Thank you.
I mean, after you said that, I don't think they're going to sponsor us anymore.
Too late now. You killed that.
Oh, well. That sucks. Anyway.
Well, Ray, what do you do about the shoes?
They are not a very good-looking shoe. They're not.
They're not. No.
If I saw you around,
whose marketing idea? Whose idea was this for this shoe? Like
somebody who doesn't know what good shoes look like. I'm telling you, if I was walking outside and I saw you wearing those, I would run up to you and do the big "What are those?" and then walk away. 100%.
If I had the money, I would definitely send these shoes to Ray as a gift.
I'm telling you, that's a declaration of war. You want to start a war game? That's how you start a war game. You better be careful.
The DanMachi War Games
by Apollo. But if he has the same reputation as Apollo, the guy, then he definitely lose.
Nah, this ain't no bitch mode. I got you.
Well, that sucks for PUMA. They're not going to make any sales for these shoes. So that sucks for them.
Oh, they probably will. People will buy them.
Really? I hope not. If
Um,
I if I see somebody on the street with them, I might say, hey, sir, ma'am, can I take a picture of those shoes for you real quick? Thank you, real quick, thank you. I'm gonna just post on social media real quick. Thank you. Bye bye.
you're just gonna do that just to tag Ray into it. Hey, look, I found someone who bought these shoes.
Don't do
in Ray.
Correct.
That
Correct.
person
I'm gonna say I found them. What are those? And that's it.
that person won't exist.
Yep.
Mm-mm. All right. Next news. Guilty Gear, the trailer.
Yes. The Evo tournament was this past weekend. It was fantastic. But then they revealed that they are working on a new Guilty Gear coming out in 2020, and I'm excited about it. It's an anime fighting game that you should all know about. You should all at least be interested in if you care about anime at all. Fighting games, anime kind of go hand in hand. So this will be a good one.
Ray got me hooked into it. So when Ray buys it, I'm gonna be buying it at the same time, and hopefully by then, I will definitely be streaming that. That's a definite 100% sure because
Good.
that game looks hella fire. The score of that looks legit. Sounds amazing.
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, this score is just so upbeat. So definitely love score of Guilty Gear.
But yes,
Never heard of it.
This is the company that does CG anime correctly, and nobody else could do it like them.
Burn.
Watching this trailer, it reminds me of Blaze Blue.
A little bit.
First came out with the trailer, it was really good. No, this trailer was like really good. Like literally everything you see from an anime into a full-on video game of player to play PvP video game in general, and it works. It looks great. Honestly, the music literally helped to the max. And
Agreed.
Guilty Gear looks really good, and I've heard of Guilty Gear previously, and now to make another remake, or is it more like a sequel kind of game for Guilty Gear, Ray? Like, is this like a sequel?
This is, I think, a reboot.
Okay, it's like a full-on reboot, and they add a new character too, and it's a pretty dope-ass new
It's
character.
a black samurai, and it looks amazing.
And he wears an
Yo.
Oni mask.
Yo, Black Samurai is amazing. The way he just played mascot, I was like, oh, that's some great.
Yeah, I think they haven't confirmed if it's a reboot or a sequel, but I'm thinking that it's a reboot, so that's fine.
If it's a reboot, even better for me to jump into it. If it's a sequel, I'll be like, okay, Ray, can you give me answers to know what that would happen before this? But if it's a reboot, even better for me, so I don't have to bug Ray about it.
We'll try. We'll see.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's move on to One Piece Stampede promo and movie release.
So the movie comes out this coming week. We had 2 One Piece filler in this current anime leading up to the movie. I just watched this past weekend. The video should be coming out this Saturday, so stay tuned for that. And it's truly amazing. The animation really follows up with the Wano stylistic choice of those that be doing it. Stampede promos continue to be cool. The bullet, the characters, and just Buggy the Clown being part of it. So I'm hyped. Can't really give too much thoughts. Can't watch the film because it's being released in Japan. So other than that, the trailer, the show, that definitely makes me more hyped for it. But other than that, can't really add more thoughts to it.
I agree with you. Like, there's so much. Like the last two episodes of One Piece, they were all mainly to help emphasize One Piece Stampede movie, and I can't wait for this movie. And even though the last movie wasn't as great, this
Film Go was good. It wasn't good as Film Z or the other one that I like. But Film Go was up there. It was not good as the others, but it was definitely up there though.
Okay, but with Stampede, there's so much potential for this.
Oh, so much.
And like they didn't need to give 2 episodes of filler for One Piece just to help build out the background for One Piece Stampede, but they just did it anyway. And
well, they usually do this for every movie now for one scene. That they always do a 40-minute 2 episode or a 1 hour special of trying to flesh out the type of story that's happening. So they've been doing this always now.
So yeah, I mean, it's great that they're doing this at the moment, and I can't wait for it to release in the US. Hopefully, it's all translated and everything. hopefully before the year ends. That's
And-
the only thing I hope for.
And hopefully by the year of 2020, by the end of the fourth quarter of December of the year 2020, Rayapollo has watched One Piece and he could talk about it with us about the movies and everything.
I
Right, Ray?
guess I'll see you in 2022.
2022 sounds about right. Maybe 2023 just to
be safe. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, remember, you're going to be reading the manga, so it'll be much faster for you.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we'll see about that. There's still thousands of chapters. So
it's the same thing for
152.
the same thing for other
Close
animes
enough.
where just read the manga, and if you want to watch the fight, just watch the fight on like YouTube. Just look for the fight like Black Clover. Pretty much the same wise, just do that same way.
Cool.
But yeah, it was great. Next night of news, My Hero Academia for season 4. We've seen some character development and character image for each characters. One as such, Fat Gum.
We have Fat Gum and Red Riot and a couple others, and Fat Gum looks amazing. The other characters, Red Riot and them, look so good.
He looks so unique. I'm so happy that he looks so different.
Season 4 is definitely coming to close. It's in October, guys. We are less than 2 months away.
I
Can
can't
you believe
wait.
that?
I can't wait.
We're going to talk about it every week. My hero topic.
Yes.
My hero, guys, just say with all 4 of us here, it will be a segment on its own. And my hero topic.
Just
my
my
hero.
hero.
That's it. It would just be my hero. Just us talking about it. Just like Demon Slayer, it'll be my hero. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
think
excited.
that's basically what's about to happen. Yep.
Definitely.
It's pretty exciting. Fat Gum and Red Riot are going to have their moments in season 4, so stay tuned for it.
I mean, the season 4 comes out in October, and at the same time, people are ready now. This is not Attack on Titan. People are ready for it right now. After they've seen what I forgot his name. The 1 million guy, the suit.
Lemillion.
Lemillion. What
Yeah.
he's capable of. People are ready.
Mirio, yes.
This guy is OP as fuck. Not because of his ability in court, it's what he can do with it. His imagination, what he comes up with it. And he's so OP.
He's one of my favorite characters. I think that's been created in anime, manga. I love him.
I can fully like All Might's psychic. Because I can relate to him. Midnight.
Oh, yeah. I see you a lot compared to Midnight, Sam. I see you a lot with Midnight.
People might not be ready for that. People might not be ready for that.
We'll see. Yeah. But, it is what it is.
I know. It just happens. Things are the way it is, Miguel, you were saying?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, guys. This is a great podcast episode. Let's move on to our outro. Ray, give us your plugs.
Hey, it's me, your boy, Rayapollo. I'm a full-time content creator on the internet, specifically on Twitch and YouTube. So guess what? Find me, Rayapollo, on Twitch and YouTube. I'm a variety streamer, so I play a variety of games, RPGs, JRPGs. We have a good time. Please come say hi at some point on twitch.tv/Rayapollo. I'd appreciate it. And plus, these guys hang out in chat sometimes, so you might see them there too.
Yeah, we're always there. Like me, guys, follow me on Twitter and IG at LegendaryVash. Also, follow our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AnimeLately. And also, guys, join the Discord server. And also, guys, check out the Careful for Spoilers podcast and the YouTube channel, because you'll be seeing us, me and Sam, there doing movie reviews there from now on, because you should have seen by now the Hobbs and Shaw movie review by us, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully, you guys want more from us, and hopefully, we did a good job, because that was our first movie review that's not anime or manga, because that's our first time we're trying stuff out. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and follow me everywhere.
Guys, follow and support us on Facebook and Patreon at Anime Lately, and follow our other social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram at AnimeLately_. Guys, this is a great podcast, and we want to hear from you guys. Write a review. Give us 5 stars if you think we deserve the 5 stars. Tell us how much you love this review. Tell us how much you love this podcast, because this is a great podcast. We have a good chemistry. We got a good conversation going, and we want to hear thoughts from you guys. And we also have a YouTube channel, and we do anything and everything of anime, manga related, of reviews and live reaction of of everything. So check them out. If you like what we see, give us a like. If you want to do anything, subscribe to the channel. comment and let us know what your thoughts about these videos and everything. And finally, turn on the bell notification so you know we have a new video up on the channel, so you can always check it out and everything else, you know. So guys, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Thank you guys. Peace. Have a good day.